Hey everyone, how you living? Hope you're alive and living color. Eric Lima here. You hopefully God is good to you. He's been good to me. You're watching EML77 TV, episode 351. Now this whole Antonio Brown to the Patriots thing has really gotten everybody's dander up, and from Patriot fans and Patriot haters and whatnot. And a lot of people seem to not like it. Patriot haters hope this project with Antonio Brown fails and all that. It seems like, what people don't understand is that, to me, this is how I've been raised. That's how I've been taught. That if you live in a certain state, you root for that team. That's how, in respect, I know nowadays, people have it's a free country, people have a choice of what team they should root for and all that. But I've always been taught to respect our hometown teams. Yet, a lot of people get on my case about being a Patriots fan and all, which, if you hate the Patriots, that's just fine. You want to root for your team, that's fine. I got one person, Peter Lucas, who hates the Patriots with a passion, but he lives in Colorado. So you got the Denver Broncos. I have no problem with him rooting for the Denver Broncos. I have no problem with any other NFL team. But the thing is that, for people to hang on to Spygate and Deflategate, I mean, those subjects have been over with. They're in the past. The Patriots already paid the price for them, even though they admit they did not do it. but they took the punishment to satisfy the league and to pacify the league. That's what I'm thinking. All right, and there was an article. They're saying that the league is not forgiving Tom Brady and the Patriots for ruining their golden boy Peyton Manning's chances to be the face in the NFL. Just because they don't go by the book or they don't go by whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people can be very, very, very disappointing and have this disappointing attitude of oh, we hate the Patriots, Look, most of this country hates the Patriots. I mean, I'm not denying that. It's that I refuse to turn my back on the New England Patriots. No. It's like this is what I get. This is why I get the vibe from a lot of Patriot haters. Is that they want me to root for another team. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that by stretch the imagination. I don't care what your opinions on the Patriots are. I don't care if you like them, you hate them, or what. I'm not going to root against the Patriots. I'm not. Listen, they've been a laughing stock of the 60s, 70s, and 80s for far too long, okay? And in the early 90s, all right? Once they got things going with Bill Belichick, then that's when they stopped being a laughing stock. They needed to get serious, all right? They want to start winning championships, all right? And there was at one time the Patriots would have been going to St. Louis. I mean, we don't want to lose a football team. And so I think since that threat of the team being sold to move to St. Louis, that motivated the Patriots to do something and to win. And that's the main thing. And that's why they've been winning. There's no way to get revenue in here as well. I mean, a lot of people, the league, has this vendetta, against the Patriots. But you know what? It's okay. It's all right. Because that motivates the Patriots. You're making a mistake of hating on the Patriots and telling them they can't do it. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's going to go off a cliff. All these idiots on the media, on the sports media, they're saying that, the Patriots suck. We don't like them. We want their dynasty to die. I'm getting sick of it. And you know what, though? They can keep, even though I'm getting sick of it, they can keep running their mouths about it because that will motivate the Patriots even more and more and more and more to win. And that could prove them wrong because you never know now. Everybody's afraid this Antonio Brown situation will fail with New England. You know what, though? We have plenty of players that are going to step up if Antonio Brown screws up and gets the heck out of New England. We'll be fine, I mean, because we have N'Keal Harry, who will be sitting out because of injury until week 8. So, we got that. And it's unbelievable how, listen, you root for your teams, that's fine. Is that, you want the Patriots to lose. You don't want the Patriots to make it back to the Super Bowl. Time to get your players to work as a team, all right, You know what the problem is? The reason why most of these teams are struggling out of the gate here in the NFL is because they're worried about the Patriots. Their mind's on the Patriots. Don't worry about the Patriots until it's your time to face them. All right? If you're not scheduled to face them, don't worry about it until the playoffs. And if you end up facing them, then you worry about them. All right? That's the problem. That's why the Patriots have been winning. The Patriots are winning. The Patriots have been focusing one game at a time, and they work as a team. They're not going to worry about any other teams in the NFL. All right? They worry about only the games, only the team they're playing against. That's the way they've been working. That's the way they've been operating. And for gosh sakes, guys, the reason why the Patriots have been winning is not because your teams are awful. Or your teams suck. Unfortunately, what the guys need to do is get your teams front office to stop paying players over $100 million contracts. They can use some of that money to get other players to come to their team and help them win. That's why, have you seen $100 million players on the Patriots team? I mean, they have potential to sign for $100 million, but they're not going to do it. The front office is not going to do it because they believe. Now, it's not that they don't deserve it. It's that they believe they can use that money to get other players. It's just all about being in the even level playing field, going by the salary cap, And it's unbelievable how it just irks me, that people still say, I hate the Patriots. Patriots suck and all this. You don't like the Patriots, that's fine. But, dude, stop using Deflategate and Spygate as an excuse for them winning. All right? Stop it. Those things are done. Those things are done. Now, they're claiming that, the Patriots tampered with Antonio Brown. Blah, 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 blah. You think the Patriots were worried about Antonio Brown when he was with the Raiders? No, they weren't. I know they wanted him like over a year ago. Well, the Steelers don't want to, and they offered him, we'll offer you a first-round draft pick. Steelers don't want to do that because they're like an AFC rival. So, why, and here's what the Steelers are going, let's trade him to the Raiders. Because they suck. Antonio Brown wants to go to a playoff contending team. And the Raiders were not a playoff contending team. And he was not very happy about that. Maybe he did act up to get out of there via free agency. That way they won't give him any money. New England offered him half the money for 1 year. He says, I'll take it. He wanted to come to New England. He wanted to be a Patriot. Why? Because he wants to win a Super Bowl. He knows the Patriots have what it takes to win a Super Bowl, and that's where he went. All right? The Patriots have nothing to do with this. Okay? The Patriots have nothing to do with this until, they found out he's released. Hey, they called him up and said, hey, you want to, yeah. Antonio Brown took it. Antonio Brown took the 1 year. It's just for only 1 year. And that's fine by me. He wants to win a Super Bowl ring and then trying to go for a bigger contract. He knows New England's not going to give him a bigger contract, so he figured why not, play for them for a year and then boom. Boom. If you had to win the Super Bowl, great. Here's my Super Bowl. Thank you very much. I'll leave. Like Darrelle Revis. Like Darrelle Revis. Signed for the Patriots for a year, wins the Super Bowl, heads back to the Jets. No big deal, right? That's what I say. No big deal. So, I'll tell you what, to those who will root for other teams other than the Patriots, if you don't want to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl, you better tell your front office to start getting players that are necessary to help you guys beat the New England Patriots and possibly try and knock them out for the playoffs and go and win the Super Bowl. That's all you guys need to do. Stop getting these players and filling up their egos with $100 million contracts, man. I'm telling you, signing players with $100 million contracts sometimes does not work out well. Look at what the Yankees did for A-Rod and all these other players. They signed for $100 million contracts, and what they got to show for it? One World Series in the 21st century. One World Series. And we're going to Adrian Gonzalez and Carl Crawford. They didn't pan out either, and we didn't go to the playoffs. The Red Sox didn't go to the playoffs either. So, sometimes you want to acquire all these players, and is that going to help you win a World Series? No. Or help you win a championship? No. The only player that we signed over $100 million that helped us win at least 2 World Series, that was Manny Ramirez. That's the only exception that I can think of. All right. Other than that, all the other players didn't help us win a championship. Yeah. So what do you think? Oh, Jared Goff's going to help help the Rams out? Oh yeah, they made it to the Super Bowl. They only scored 3 points, a field goal. I mean, seriously, folks, come on now. You want to hate on the Patriots? Why don't you take it out on your teams? Say, hey, these Patriots, we're sick and tired of them winning. You got to stop them. I mean, stop using Deflategate and Spygate as an excuse. I have to say this time and time again, and I hate repeating myself, but I have to. You say, all the other teams need to freaking wake up. All right, listen, I like my New England Patriots. They're awesome. They're number one. They're the best. And you're gonna go and if all the other teams, you guys the haters complain about the Patriots more than they about their own teams losing. Stop whining about the Patriots and focus on your teams and make sure they start winning. All right? I understand you hate the Patriots. That's fine, but it's about time you focus on your own teams. Jeez, I mean, come on, people. Wake the freak up. We New England sports fans, we're happy with the Patriots. Okay? We're happy the way things work. Yet, I didn't expect them to sign Antonio Brown, yet they did. We'll see what happens. If he's going to be a hit or a miss for them. We'll find out. All right, he's not eligible to play tonight, but week 2, there'll be something else. There'll be something different. So, I'm sorry. I'm just really aggravated about these Patriot haters. And they're always telling me, this ain't going to work. The Patriots going to lose. It's going to blow up the Patriots' face. Worry about your teams first. Then if you end up facing the Patriots in that game, worry about them. Or if you end up facing them in the playoffs, worry about them. All right? That's why the Patriots always worry about one game at a time. They're focused on one opponent for one game at a time, and then next game they focus on that opponent. That's why they've been successful. It's always one game at a time. One game at a time. Do your job. Be a team player. And that's what the elements that made the Patriots successful. 10 consecutive AFC East division titles. Listen, whining, complaining, and kvetching about the Patriots ain't going to help your teams win. You can complain about them all you want. You can say they're cheaters. You can say Spygate, Deflategate, but that's not going to help your team beat the Patriots. That is not going to help to beat the Patriots. It's never going to beat the Patriots. You don't beat the Patriots by talking. You beat the Patriots by doing. Your team's got to beat the Patriots by doing. Instead of yakking about the Patriots, to sit back and watch your team try and do it. If they can't, don't say, it's the Patriots cheated again. Deflategate, Spygate, Gladygate. Yeah, you're all suffering from Crygate. Sick of Patriot haters. I'm sick of them. And they made me sick. It's like, come on, made me want to hit my head against a wall. I respect all the other teams in the NFL. I do. All right? I try to show class as a Patriots fan. I try to show my class as a Patriots fan. I mean, look at the 49ers and Cowboys have 5 Super Bowls. Giants beat us twice in Super Bowls. Got to hand it over to them. The Bills made it to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row, and they yet to win one. And now, players want to be spoiled with $100 million contracts. And all your front offices do is kowtow to them. It's about time you stop that and get some good quality players that will be team players, not ego-driven, and help you guys win a stinking Super Bowl. That's why the Patriots have been successful. And if there's any sign of egotism on the Patriots team, Bill Belichick shows them the door. Don't let it hit them on their butts on the way out. That's how Bill Belichick operates. He eats, sleeps, and drinks football. He knows the key elements to win, and that is why Bill Belichick, in my opinion, is one of the best coaches in the NFL. I mean, it irks me to see idiots like Max Kellerman or Mark Cannizzaro from the New York Post, or even Jason Whitlock. Three of these idiots that are hoping that the Patriots fail every single time. Here's a newsflash, you Three Stooges. There is no way they're going to fail if they keep winning and doing what's making them successful. There will come a time, however, that dynasty is going to go once Brady and Belichick leave New England via retirement, or if Brady wants to go play for his childhood team, the 49ers. He idolizes Joe Montana. That's why he's been successful, because he emulates his heroes like Joe Montana. And that's a good quarterback for him to look up to. It's like we have our own version of Joe Montana. And Tom Brady. And that's really cool. To me, Joe Montana sets the example of what quarterbacks should be all about. You got Marino and Elway, two of the best. I mean, Marino's probably one of the best quarterbacks without winning a Super Bowl. That's why I've shown respect in class. John Elway. I remember, when the Packers beat the Patriots back in 95, 96, 96, 97, I was upset because I was hoping to see the Patriots win their first Super Bowl, and the Packers beat them. Brett Favre, he's a good quarterback. And I was very happy when the Broncos beat the Packers the year after, because I was happy for John Elway. I was like, John Elway's a good quarterback. How come he has not won a Super Bowl? He should be winning a Super Bowl, and he finally won a Super Bowl. I was happy for him. I was happy to show him my respect. I mean, come on. Now that the Patriots have been successful, everybody wants to hate on the Patriots. Go ahead, hate on them. But you know what, though? Talking trash about them and saying they're cheaters and all that, they ain't gonna help your team beat them. That's not going to knock off the Patriots. Wake up! Because all you're doing is motivating the Patriots to prove people wrong time and time and time again. Wake up, Patriot haters. Wake up. It's your team that is the problem, not the Patriots. We're doing everything right. Forget the Flakegate and Spygate, all right? Scatter them out of the way, man. Forget, push that aside. No. Just because Bill Belichick's outwitted every single NFL coach up there, I mean, seriously, folks. I mean, this is, I really want to go Mo Howard and just go poke, 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 and say, now you can't see because you got your eyes closed. Ay, ay, ay. Go Pats. And if they win number 7, I'm going to come back here and say, ha, told you. It's what happens when your team, when you focus too much on the Patriots, talking trash about them, being mean, and everything else. You're not, and your team is not worried about one game at a time. But if things work out with Antonio Brown, great. If it doesn't, well, we got other players to step up to the plate. And that's just fine by me. Really sorry, guys. I'm really... I don't know how I feel right now. But I'm from Massachusetts. I'll never turn my back on the Patriots. Never, ever. All right? Tell your NFL, tell your teams you're rooting for, get going and help us try to win a Super Bowl. We want to knock off the Patriots. Tell your teams to do that, man. Tell your front offices, hey, we need this player, that player. Stop giving the players $100 million contracts. I'm telling you, it doesn't work out. Unbelievable. I'm really, really frustrated right now. Sorry. As if this Sunday isn't bad enough, my ex-crush and her husband and their 2 kids who were growing like weeds came to the church today. And I was, during a break, during service, after praise and worship, I had out my car to put my drumsticks in my car so I won't forget them when I leave, and they happened to come in. Did I say anything? Did they say anything to me? Nope. Did I say anything to them? So you know what that means. The troll that disguised himself as my ex-crush, that basically told me to F off, I know that's a troll. So, nice try. All right? Because if that was actually her, she would have confronted me about it, and we would have talked it out. But no. That's okay. That's fine. So, that answers my question. I knew that was a troll from the very beginning. I knew it. In my head, I knew it. So I was like, yeah. I'm like, uh-huh. Here we go. But I had to get home quick. Just one more thing. Now before we conclude this video. If you're a Power Ranger fan, for those you don't know, Robert Axelrod, who became a friend of mine on Facebook, surprisingly, was the voice of Lord Zed. He passed away at the age of 70, and he was battling an illness for quite a long time, and he did an awesome job as the voice of Lord Zed. So rest in peace, Mr. Axelrod. We will miss you. I don't know if anybody can duplicate the Lord Zed voice like he can. So, you know. Why did I marry her anyway? Good question. That's my old Goldar impression, but try to do my Lord Zed impression. You know. But anyways, so that's it. That's all I had to say, man. Patriot haters, I'm sick of them. Just shut up and watch the season to see what happens. If the Patriots don't win the Super Bowl, you guys can rejoice, say ha ha in your face and all that. But if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about the Patriots. I want to hear people complain about their team saying the front office signed all these players for $100 million contracts when they can use the money to get other players to join them. You know, that's all there is. Your front offices are making dumb decisions while the Patriots front offices are making smart decisions. You know, I know it's frustrating for you guys to see the Patriots win game after game, after season after season. It looks like sometimes, the Patriots have their hiccups too in the middle of the road, which is fine. That's a great team learns from their mistakes. So you Patriot haters just like to make mountains out of molehills, man. And believe me, sometimes I want to say, you numbskulls. So, despite that, best luck to all the NFL teams this year, including the Patriots. Hopefully, all of them do very well, and hopefully, the Patriots get some competition around. So, we'll see what happens. I know it's a nightmare having Antonio Brown. He said he wanted to come to play for New England. He wanted to do whatever it takes to help the team win. He wants to win a Super Bowl ring, and I don't blame him. Everybody wants to win a Super Bowl ring. Everybody wants to win the Super Bowl, but you got to pull your weight around there, especially with that team. And hopefully Antonio Brown does that. So I'm hoping he stays out of trouble, keeps his nose clean like Josh Gordon. And I know Bill Belichick has his work cut out for him, I should say. So work cut out for him. So if anybody can keep that ship steady, would be Bill Belichick. We will see what happens this season. All right. So that's all the time we have on the show. God's blessings, life, love, and light to all of you. Catch you on the flip side. Remember, pay attention. You might learn something. Remember, we cannot change the past, but we can change our current situations to work for a better future. Episode 351, Anti-Patriot Hater Rant. That's what I'm going to call it, because I was ranting. So I'll see you guys later. See you in episode 352. After today, it's back to reality at work once again. I had a great weekend off, and we will see you guys on the next episode. So long.